In a recent video, we looked at how some couples get stuck in the trauma of infidelity, while others can grow from this experience. In particular, we looked at the role of resentment, and we began to do a deep dive into how resentment interferes with one's own healing process and destroys any opportunity to repair the relationship. Resentment, rooted in deep feelings of anger and rage, serves as a significant barrier to the healing process. It impairs empathy and ultimately perpetuates a negative cycle that ultimately prevents recovery and reconciliation. It originates from really deep feelings and a conviction of being treated unfairly and unjustly, and it demands compensation. More specifically, the person who hurt you or treated you unjustly must do something to repair this damage. They must make you feel better. They must help you get rid of these painful feelings. This seems like a reasonable request, doesn't it? We may even argue that they're repairing the damage that they created. However, this gets a little bit more complicated. If you are in a non-forgiving state of mind, when the one who has done something to hurt you tries to compensate, tries to repair the damage, it is experienced as only another form of betrayal, deceit, a lie, and it only further agitates and makes you angry. It leads to further accusations and criticisms. Here's a simple example. One complains that their husband was working long hours and wasn't home to spend quality time. Now he's home early from work and spending time with you. But you find yourself saying, he's only doing that to alleviate his guilt. He's only doing that to make himself feel better. The main point is that you are not able to accept these reparative efforts, and therefore it only leaves you feeling more angry and distrustful. What I'm suggesting is the wounds are left open, and the ultimate goal is revenge and retaliation, both of which are central in resentment. There is a desire, a very strong desire, to make them suffer the way that you have suffered. You see, the ultimate goal is because they disappointed you, that they should now pay for that. Let's conclude by thinking about what I call the adhesiveness of the trauma. We could say, how does one let go of resentment? In my opinion, the first, or at least the initial step to letting go of resentment is to fully recognize the extent to how destructive it is. It not only destroys any possibility of repairing a relationship, more importantly, it does not allow the person who's holding on to resentment to acknowledge a loss and then to move forward with his or her own life. In other words, if you are full of resentment, you never have to think about the loss of attention, admiration, validation, all the things that we typically refer to as the narcissistic supplies. In other words, you may even use this to justify your cheating behavior. Because those supplies were not available, this is what led you to go out and cheat. But listen, now we're touching on what really needs to be done to heal after infidelity. But since there's so much to say on the healing topic, I'm going to save that for the next video. So if you want to hear more about this complicated topic, please subscribe to this video channel so you don't miss the next video on how to let go of the resentment and begin the healing process. If you want to do a much deeper dive into the topic of infidelity, please check out my podcast. I go into far more detail there. Okay, bye for now.